Okay, to measure the glass for the custom made door, you need to see where the bead meets the main frame. You'll see just a light little line there. So you measure between that to the top, and that's 341 tight. I'd knock off 4 mil to make it 337 tight. We'll make it 337 high. The width, it's 301 tight. We'll make it 297. And depending on the size of the pet door, I just need to know how thick that bead there is. So that's roughly 10 mil. Sometimes they're thicker than that. Sometimes they're thinner. But I just need to know the thickness of the bead and the size of the pet. So that there's for a fairly large dog. We can do them for a fairly large dog in a frame like this, or we can do them for a cat round about 190 by 190. But we come down there so we get clips on, so we need to know what size. Now to remove the glass, we need to ease the beads off. So we just get a thin knife put in like so, and then we get a thicker knife, putty knife or a paint scrape or something like that, and then we just ease them off. Try and just do it carefully because we don't want to damage the timber if we can help it. Sometimes you can't help it, and then it's no problem because you've usually touched it up. But take the nails out with a pair of pincers or a pair of pliers if you haven't got pincers. Take the bead off, then do the top bead the same. Just get it in there, work it in. Just be a bit careful trying to work it in, especially if it's a nice timber finish. And just ease it down very gently. And they come out fairly easy. So just it depends how they've been put in. Some mobs put them in and they use a 16 ton of silicon, which is no good at all. And then once you've got the beads off, just do it very carefully. Once you've got the beads off, depends how it's been glazed. If it's been glazed with putty, it could be quite hard to get out. If it's been glazed with silicone, what we do is get the putty knife, a very thin knife like that, and we force it in between the glass and the frame, and then we just push it around very gently, run it down the side, so we're cutting the silicone or whatever's held in there. Then we do the same down that side to release it. And then that just comes out, and then once it's free, the glass comes out like so. If it's in with putty, you won't be able to do that because it'll be quite hard. What you'll probably need to do is, if you've got a glass cutter, or get a glass cutter, cut from diagonal to diagonal, diagonal to diagonal, and then break it so it comes out in 4 pieces. And that way you can clear that, and then you have to clear the putty out. And then it just goes back the way we did in the video before.